the slides so you can see those. Yep, operations updates. Okay, so we have some financial information to share with you, and this is for the period ending April 30th, 2026. So the consolidated campus for revenue under budget by $20,651. Expenses, payroll expense is also under budget by $76,177. Operating expenses is also under budget by $71,963. So all the expenses end up under budget by a total of $148,140. So the operating contribution is $127,489, which is the under budget amount in expenses minus the variance in revenue, which is under budget by $20,000. So that's how you get your operating contribution. Any comments or questions on that? We will get into a little bit more detail on the next slide. Okay. So we picked out a few selected expenses to review. Food was under budget by $46,045, and I believe that was due to a large rebate that we received. So that we don't expect that to continue, quite frankly. You know, we spent more than that, but we got a large rebate. Nursing registry. So this is temporary staff where we have either staff call out or we're trying to fill a position that we're having trouble filling. And so we bring in temporary staff for that. And we were over budget by $3,000 in that area. And then outside services. So outside services is essentially vendors coming in and performing a service that is not a repair. And we don't necessarily have parts, it's just a service. So drain cleaning, elevator maintenance, generator maintenance, those types of things. We were under budget by $15,311. And then we have a current CapEx project coming soon. It's the elevator modernization for elevator number 5. Yay, okay, we got some enthusiasm out there for that, that's good. All right, and we'll have much more information on that as far as timeline, when it's going to start, and proposed timeline when it should end. Yes, question in the back?
What constitutes revenue for your budget?
Yeah, what constitutes revenue for the budget? So the revenue is based on the monthly rents or income from the residents, and then any sort of care services that we provide, and that's for the independent living, assisted living, and then the summer house areas here at Walnut Village. Good question. Yes?
What is it? How do we get a rebate on food?
Yeah, good question. How do we get a rebate on food? So,
what was that?
Pardon me?
What was that?
And what was that number? I don't have that number specifically.
Who gave us the large rebate? The food fairing?
The food, yep. Okay, so who gave us the large rebate? So as part of our relationship with CCL, Compass Group, we started purchasing all of the food through them last year. And so that's where we get the rebate from, is from that group purchasing with CCL. Good question. Any other questions? No? Okay. So just a little note on the revenue issues. Revenue issues are still driven by underutilization of summer house and are being addressed by a robust advertising campaign and search. We are still searching for a director of sales and marketing for Walnut Village here, and we do have a very promising candidate that we are going to be continuing with. So we hope that we'll have a director of sales and marketing very soon here.
When you hire him, then our expenses will be over budget for sales.
That comment was, if you hire them, will our expenses for labor be over budget? It'll be slightly more than it is now, but it will not be over budget. We do have that position budgeted, And obviously, if we can get the right candidate, that will generate more revenue as well. Yes?
So this is a month's return, right?
Yes, this is just for April, just 1 month.
Yeah, on your previous slide, you showed the labor under the budget. So that implies you're not fully employed, not just the directorship, but there's a position that's not filled.
Yep. So that question was on the previous slide. This is for 1 month, and it showed that labor was under budget. So that demonstrates to us that we are under budget more than just a couple positions, more than just director positions. Can you explain a little bit about that? I think was the question. So yeah, a big part of that is because we are not at full capacity in our summer house, we have not staffed up for that capacity in the summer house. So summer house staffing is a lot lower than we budgeted, as is the revenue in that area. So as we start to add residents, we will add the staff as well. So we'll see both those numbers go up over the next few months. Revenue and labor expense. Good question. Any other questions? Yes? What constitutes modernization of the elevator? Ethan, you want to take this one?
So basically with the modernization, it will be a complete overhaul of all the electronics, motors, control systems. The actual cab of the elevator will stay the same. So nothing else will change. It'll just be working a lot better and be brand new.
So Ethan, what I think I heard you say is that we'll have this elevator worked on. It'll probably take several weeks. And when residents get in it, they won't necessarily see anything new, but they might feel it a little bit in the ride, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, the elevator being a complex piece of machinery, there's a whole lot that goes on underneath the car, on the side of the car, above the car, things that we don't see on a daily basis. So we're probably going to spend quite a bit of money. It's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience because it's going to take time. And then when you get in it, you're probably not going to see anything new or feel anything different. But we did and we will be doing the work, we promise. Because it's really more of all the mechanical components underneath and above the elevator. Any other questions? No? Okay. For those of you that are interested, the April 2026 monthly results for all of Front Porch obligated communities and consolidated communities are available in the library, along with this information, and then a cover page as well. So that's in the library for you, and we will be updating this on a monthly basis. Okay, quick announcement. The Front Porch Podcast. Please don't miss the Front Porch Podcast featuring our own Patty Trevor. It's very good and worth a listen. You can watch it, and so there's the YouTube link, and Leslie can help you get the appropriate channel on YouTube if you want to watch that podcast. Okay, budget season is approaching. So it's getting close to budget time, and as always, we want to give you an opportunity to weigh in to the budget. Please use the survey that was sent to you with last week's Friday memo and return it with your completed survey to Sandy in her box. Sandy will collect the survey results and give them to me for now, and so that we can get them ready for the budget for next year. And the budget process starts in a couple of months. So, we'd like your input in the next few weeks, but if you think of something in a couple of months, you can still come see us and provide that feedback. Any questions on that? Yes?
BJ.
Go ahead, BJ.
I didn't get one. If I did, I don't know if
in the memo last month.
It was in the Friday memo?
I didn't
Okay,
get a Friday memo,
okay, we can give you one, no problem.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, dining updates. And Ariel is off today because she'll be working Sunday, so I'm doing the dining updates as well. All right, so Father's Day brunch slash lunch will be on Sunday, June 21st, from noon to 3 p.m. Dinner will not be served in the Grove on this day. For Father's Day brunch slash lunch, reservations are not necessary, but please let us know how many people will be in your party so that we can plan accordingly. The dining team doesn't need to know the time you plan to attend.
We had to make reservations.
You have to make reservations. Okay. I would, I would say it's good to make reservations, that's fine. I think we're trying to be as flexible as we can, but if you've already made reservations, or if you plan to make reservations, I would do that. Sounds like a good plan to me. Yes?
But they're giving us reservations, which we don't want. According to this, you can go anytime you want to.
Yeah.
It's a little mixed message, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm not helping. All right. Yeah, I think part of it is that, so the flyer you had, is that for Father's Day specifically? Okay, yeah. I think what they're really trying to get to is if you're bringing additional guests. So it says here, let us know how many people will be in your party so we can plan accordingly. I think they're really trying to focus on if you're bringing additional guests, we'd really like to know.
But they're giving you a starting time for you to be there. That's the problem. They're giving you a reservation time to be there, and that's not what this says.
Okay. Okay, I wish I could clarify.
Where are they to help us?
Yeah, Ariel's not here today. Sandy, do you have any additional info? Okay, we're gonna text Ariel and see if she can provide a little bit more info. Yes.
I can say that we wanted to have an earlier reservation, but we found it was booked until like 12:30 or 1 or something like that. So they are taking reservations. And if you want an early one, they're already booked, is what I got.
Okay. So they are. So that information was. It does appear they are taking reservations, and it seems like the 12 to 12:30 time frame is already booked.
Yeah, or
Okay.
I think they start at 11.
Okay. This says noon.
They start at noon?
This says noon. Yep. Okay. All right. Thank you. We'll get a bit more information as well on that. BJ, did you have something?
What are they serving?
Hold on. Let me check and see if I have it here. I don't.
I didn't get anything in my.
I believe, should I go out on a limb and say this? Barbecue, ribs, chicken, corn on the cob, pasta salad, potato salad. Do we know what's for dessert? Okay. Ice cream, okay.
So they're not having hamburgers and hot dogs?
Hamburgers and hot dogs? Did we hear about hamburgers and hot dogs? We did not hear about any hamburgers and hot dogs. Okay. Another couple notes on that. Holiday points for brunch slash lunch will be charged. And no shorts in the Grove, but we know it will be a warm Sunday. If your guests choose to wear shorts, they can be seated on the outside shaded patio area. Okay. Next slide. Resident services update. Okay, is that you, Sandy? All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
All right, so I'm not talking about scams this time. We'll give you a break. So several residents are collecting gently used to-go brown bags that you get with your lunches or dinners. All sizes. You can donate them to local charities. Don't throw them away. So people that are collecting them are Gloria Schlepper. It's still wrong, actually. Gloria Schlepper in apartment 225, so you can put them by the door. She takes the bags to Pathways of Hope, a nonprofit organization in Fullerton that provides food, shelter, and housing assistance to those in need. And Kathy DeBruin in apartment 236 donates the bags to the Lutheran Thrift Shop, who's always grateful to receive them. And Betty Dauber in apartment 121 also collects and donates the bags. I'm not sure where to. Any questions about that? And next is sales and marketing.
Good morning, Walnut Village. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there coming up Father's Day weekend. Sales and marketing. May, we had Grace Lee. It was our only move-in in May. She actually hasn't moved in yet, but she's taken possession of it. She'll be moving in probably in June or July. She's just kind of slowly moving things there. June move-ins that are coming up, we have Mike and Charlie Jones moving into 248 on the 23rd. I cannot remember Dr. Kim's, how to say his name, so we're gonna say Dr. Kim is moving into 124, and young Sue Kim, which is his wife, is moving into Summer House 65. And then we have Michael Sullivan, who also is moving into Summer House 43 on Monday. Also a reminder that we do have a friend and family member, you can refer someone and we'll give you a $5,000 rent credit when that referral moves in and remains a resident for 3 months. Any questions for sales and marketing? Okay. Oh, BJ?
How many salespersons are there now? 2?
Just Marina and myself.
Because they said that they're gonna have a new person now?
Well, potentially, we're looking for a director, so yes, well, then there'll be 3 of us. Yeah. Yes, John?
With the movement of a couple of people into the summer house, will that then drive down the need to push it so hard again?
So, of course, anytime we have a move-in, that helps, and we do have some transfers as well. So we're soon gonna be about 22 people in there, so we only have capacity for 30, so we got about 8 more, and, so we're just working hard to get it filled.
Good job.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, maintenance.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hi, BJ. Okay. For starters, you probably noticed us running around the facility all this week. We're working very quickly to try and get the asset tagging project done. I believe we got about 95% of all the units, resident units complete. There's just some few little go backs that we need to go back and check on. Additional resident asset tagging will be on Wednesday of next week. So there are, like the ones I said that we're gonna have to go back on, they are scheduling those for Wednesday of next week. So if you are one of those residents, we will be calling and letting you know what time we'll be there. We're trying to give you about a 4-hour window just so we have time to move around. Next update is we are working on the putting green. I know that there was an issue with it being a little too steep around the edges, so we actually are getting that repaired next Tuesday. So please look forward to that. It will be closed all day Tuesday. I've already notified Ryan, so we won't schedule any work or any playtime out there. And pest control for this month has been completed. Again, if you are experiencing any issues with pests, please call the front desk and we will get you put on the list. Normally, when we get a call from you, we will do 2 to 3 months service to make sure that whatever was in there is eradicated. But you are welcome to call at any time when you have or when you see anything like that, and we'll get that on the schedule for you. the air conditioning for the pool room has finally been repaired, so it should cool down a little bit and not be so humid in there. I know it's getting hot, and I think it's made a big difference the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
Yes, it is.
It's been very, very warm.
Very warm. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and take a look and see what the temperature's at.
We keep resetting it and it keeps going up to the high 70s.
She's talking about billiards.
Oh, the billiards room. I'm talking about the swimming pool, not the pool table. Yeah, yeah.
That's where the table is.
Yeah, the swimming pool area is what we fixed, yeah. If there's a problem with the billiards room, then yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at that for you. Okay, common area, HVAC, we've been going around also the last month and doing service, on all of our, bases for the quarterly maintenance. We are getting scheduled, I'm looking towards, around mid-July for the library and the El Capitan to replace those HVAC units. So there may be a few days where, it will be down, and I will definitely let you know ahead of time so that we can try and plan, games and events, other days. Yes?
Is the Red Chair Lounge and the billiards room both hot? Are they being worked on?
We don't have any service on it right now, but, as Judy just mentioned, it was hot in the billiards room, so we will take a look at both of those. You're welcome. And as Craig was talking earlier, we are doing the Elevator 5 modernization project. As of right now, we're looking at possibly mid-September of getting started. It will probably take about a month to 2 months to get that project done. Again, this is all based on parts, supplies that are coming in, so bear with us and we will update you if this extends any further. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, Don?
You still have a patrol that wanders around on a scheduled basis to address lights that are out in the common areas?
Yes, we're constantly doing those. I'm walking around, I report lights. Our staff, whenever they're out there, are changing the lights as they come up. But it definitely helps when you guys see them. And I know that there's one above me, and there's also one in the back there as well. So we will address those. I know this one has been an issue for you guys for a while, so we will take care of these in here as soon as possible. Yes?
Is there any camera coverage on the putting green?
Surveillance camera?
Yes.
Not that I know of, no.
On the last Thursdays in the putting competition, people that were competing had to look out where they stepped because dog excretion was on both days.
Okay, yeah, I know that there's been an issue over in that area. And we do ask that anybody that has their dogs, so please, if you can pick up after yourself. I will go ahead and install another dog station over there, just to help out with some trash bags and dumping of it. But yeah, I know that that's been an issue, and I'll try and get that for you.
Well, some of those issues are not necessarily the residents, it's the daycare workers who are rather lax in that responsibility.
You're talking about like the dog walkers? Oh, okay. I'll try and find out who our dog walkers are, and we'll talk with them about that. They should be doing that as well. Yes, Gary?
Sometimes I think it's feral cats might be doing it too.
There is.
Some people have been putting food out for the cats.
Yes, we do know that there are a lot of cats, and we have talked to and sent out memos and talked to staff to remind everybody, please don't feed the cats. All it does is, bring more in. So we're constantly trying to battle that issue. Yes, Virginia?
This light worked on Tuesday.
It worked yesterday
And we
too.
thank you for fixing it. Is there something more than the bulb?
Yeah, we did change the bulbs out, so it looks like it's gonna be more of an electronic ballast or something up there that's not working, so it does need some more work. And we'll address the rest of them out here as well. Yes, it will be.
Are you aware of whether all the bug zappers are working? It appears as though in the Serenity Garden, they're not all working.
That they're not all working, but you said
It
the,
was off for a while, and then it worked again, and now it seems to be off again. On
Okay.
the far end.
okay, we'll take a look at that. I know we actually did put up a lot of extra zappers in the corridors. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I know it's gonna be
Outside, it's outside in the.
yeah, that one I do know, it's in the courtyard area, so we'll check on those. They may need to be replaced. They've been up for over a year now, so they may just worn out. But we did also install several more inside the corridors, so when people are coming in and out, hopefully they'll be caught in there, so they're not traveling up and through the building. Yes,
Can we get a trash can in the front near the parking lot?
and
If the parking lot in the front on the right-hand side, right outside here, is always filthy.
you're talking out here by the lobby
Yeah, no, in the parking lot.
in
Right out.
the visitor parking, right out here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see if we can get some. We can probably do one on each side. Yeah. Anything else? Yes, BJ?
am I on the Wednesday list for, you said my water heater
No.
wasn't on the list, now it's.
Yeah, no, those will come in later on. The Wednesday list was for units that we couldn't get into at the time. Yeah, so you're okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, Cheryl?
You know, the hallway from the Red Chair Lounge down to the post.
Yes.
You know, a lot of days that smells like rotten meat. It is so bad. When I talked to Carmen, he says it's the drains.
Okay.
Is there anything you can do about that?
Yeah, we'll look into it. I'll see what's going on over there. I wasn't aware of it, but let me go and I'll get into that and see what we can figure out for you. Mhm.
Yeah, the problem is I came up there, yeah, that's.
Any other questions? Oh, okay, thank you guys.
All right, thank you, Ethan. I'm filling in for Les today. And doing the announcements for the spiritual care. So Sunday morning, multi-denominational church services, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in the chapel. Memorial service for Florence Kennedy will be live streamed on June 26th. I don't have a time, sorry. The bereavement group led by Andrea Shrednick meets on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the San Andreas Vault. The chaplain is available every Sunday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon from 2 to 3 in the San Andreas Vault. The June chapel news is available in the chapel and in the Post. Okay, life enrichment updates. We have Sal.
Hello, everybody. So I'm going to read off the activities for next week, starting with Father's Day brunch lunch, Sunday, June 21st from noon to 3 p.m. in the Red Chair Lounge. Crafts Club, Sunday, June 21st at 2 p.m. in Clay's. Timeless Melodies, Frank Sinatra, Part 2, Monday, June 22nd at 11 a.m. in the LLC. Caregivers Support Group, Monday, June 22nd at 3:15 p.m. in the LLC. Food Committee meeting, Tuesday, June 23rd at 11 a.m. in the LLC. Clay class with Melissa, Tuesday, June 23rd at 2 p.m. in Clay's. Village Chimers concert, Tuesday, June 23rd at 3 p.m. There's going to be a flyer that I'm going to hand out later today, so look forward to that. Then we have an outing to the Lion Air Museum this Thursday, June 25th We depart at 11:30 in the morning. Then we have advanced painting class with Karen, Thursday, June 25th at 1 p.m. in Clays. Then the July calendar review is Friday, June 26th at 1 p.m. in the LLC. Then the chorale concert is next Saturday, June 27th at 3 p.m. in the PAC. And I would also be handing out a flyer for that in the coming days. And does anybody have any questions?
Question right here.
Yes.
An addition. There is a Bible study on Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the Clubhouse Theater.
Okay. She said that there is a Bible study at 11 o'clock Wednesday in the Clubhouse Theater. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Don?
Last Sunday was Flag Day, and for the first time in the 9 years we've lived here, there was no program for Flag Day.
Oh,
And I find that very disrespectful to a nation that permits us to live the way we do.
I am so sorry about that.
I
I'm not
understand, but that's in
sure
the
how
past.
sensitive.
And what I'm thinking about now
Yeah.
is we have July 4th coming up in a few weeks. Will we have a program for it?
Yes, there is. Araceli is already in the process of making a program and entertainment for that day. And more information for that will be coming up soon. Connie?
I have more of a comment.
Yes.
Hopefully, I need the microphone.
Oh, okay.
I have more of a comment, and then I would like a response from everyone for. For over 15 years, we have enjoyed having entertainment outside in the courtyard during the summer months. The Beach City Band leader, Craig McKnight, had requested that we have, for the months of July and August, the concerts in the courtyard. They want to show their appreciation for being able to rehearse here on the second Monday of each month. And they want to, show their appreciation. And so he asked me to see if July and August we could have the outside in the courtyard concerts like we have had for years. And I was told that we couldn't have concerts outside in the courtyard anymore. So I think the majority of the people appreciate the concerts, and it would be like after dinner, 6:30 to about 7:30 or wherever time the sun is going down. And so I would like to see how many people would enjoy going to July 13th or August 10th and August 10th in the courtyard for the Beach City Band concert. Could we have a show of hands, how many would like this to happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems to me it's more of a majority.
Yeah.
And so I would appreciate activities, people getting in hold of Craig. I probably have his number that you could call and let them know about this.
I actually do have a solution. So we were in talks with him. We were planning it to do it on the outside, but the problem was there were certain residents like Cherry Page who complained a lot about the noise level. And at that time, so we talked with Debbie, and Debbie just decided to just keep it in here.
Okay, it looks like it's very popular based on the hands that were raised. But I just need to check with the team, see what happened in the past, and see if we can resolve that issue before we can go forward with that. But we will certainly work on it, and we will report back to you.
Craig would like to know, Craig McKnight.
Craig McKnight would like to know, okay. They need to plan. Okay, we'll work on it soon. Yes, in the back.
I have a comment that I need to apply for. What?
I think you can probably clarify for me. It was my understanding that Front Porch made the decision to use, I believe it's CL, whatever. And then from that, we worked through our menus, et cetera. And then from there, we were told that we could only buy food from, I believe the name of the company is Morrison. And from there, we were told that Blue Bunny ice cream is the only ice cream available through Morrison. I believe as a general consensus, they sent out a memo asking us to rate our favorites. But in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I have noticed the only flavors we ever have is vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, and occasionally mint chip. And you have one sugar-free of butter pecan. I find it kind of difficult to believe that Morrison only offers one brand of ice cream, and I find it more difficult to believe that Blue Bunny only offers vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, and occasionally mint chip. It seems strange that they make ice cream, and that those are the only flavors. I did a little research on the internet, and I found quite a few more flavors that is offered by Blue Bunny. Now, maybe I'm mistaken, and that they only offer to institutions 3 flavors or 4. But I would like to find out why a company as large as Morrison only chooses one company that makes ice cream in the United States. There are lots of companies that make ice cream. So if you could address that, or if you could research it, I would appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for that comment. That was about ice cream. And I've been in the industry a long time, and I know you don't mess with ice cream or coffee. So I will research that and get back to you, but you bring up some good points. But I need to meet with Ariel and just talk to her and see where we're at with that. So I'll make a note of that. Okay, question in the back?
Yes, with regard to courtyard entertainment. We used to have a lot of courtyard entertainment associated with low occupancy, because marketing used to spend money and bring in big bands, luau's. Yes, and it was marketing that spent money to do that. Now, since the occupancy has been up to in the 90% range, marketing is spending that particular money, so we lose all of that courtyard entertainment in the evening. Good point.
Okay. Thank you for that information. I appreciate that. Yes, BJ.
Back to the ice cream. I can't have ice cream because I'm lactose intolerant. They have sorbet, but there's a lot of people here, they don't have to have sorbet, but they like it. And I'm sorry, I want ice cream, but I can't have it. I'll be sick. And I'm not gonna be sick again because of my stupidity. But if I'm eating something and I don't know and I get sick, then you don't see me for a while because I can't leave my apartment or cottage. But I think we should have either sorbet or lactose ice cream or non-dairy, because it's not fair to me. I mean, there's gotta be other people that can't have lactose.
Okay, yeah, good point.
And
So in addition to the flavors of ice cream, we're also needing a lactose-free option, whether that's a sorbet or just some sort of a lactose-free ice cream as well. Okay.
or popsicles.
Okay,
Popsicles are
or
great.
popsicles. Okay, yes, in the back.
I'm changing the subject a little.
It's okay, yes.
When we had the party for Debbie, it was hotter than, there was no shade. And usually for the July the 4th stuff, we rented those cabanas or something, so there was shade. I was wondering if they were gonna have shade this year.
For the 4th of July, plants got shade.
Most
Do
likely.
you ever?
Yes, we will have shade for the 4th of July, so we can put in that order. But yes, we will, and yes, we agree, it does get very hot in that courtyard. Certainly, and when we were talking about the concerts, we were thinking about that, but later in the evening might be a little bit better for that as well. Yes, in the back?
Continuing on the ice cream.
Yes.
There is vegan ice cream for some people also, and there's sorbets and sherbets, non-fat, not sugar added, regular ice cream, lactose-free ice cream, and more than one flavor of each, so that there's lots of flavors of ice cream desired by the population.
Okay, thank you. So that comment was that it seems like there's a lot of different varieties of ice cream and lactose-free and with lactose as well. But I'll work with Ariel. I'll research that because I know there's some need for additional flavors and then also the lactose-free version and make sure we've got that on hand. Yes?
It has to do, I think, with storage in the freezer also. How many freezers we have.
That's a good point as far as how much ice cream, as far as flavors and variety, storage is an issue as far as that. But let me work with Ariel and we'll see what we can figure out.
She's been carrying it for 4 months.
Yeah, okay, so she may be aware of this particular issue and have some good information for me to share with you in future. Okay, yes.
Can you give us an update on the magic oven that's supposed to be outfitted and what it does?
An update on new kitchen equipment.
And
The oven. I don't have information on the oven, but I would be happy to do that in next town hall. Yes.
A new issue.
Okay.
Yeah, the master calendar. We booked a time for yesterday that I was told I could have, and the birthday show people who were going to perform needed a warm-up room. And we were told after we got ready to go over there that there was already a group in the room that we had booked. So the master calendar is not up to date. On the staff meeting at 2 o'clock on Thursday. Sandy, can you take care of that?
Yes.
It needs to be on the master calendar.
Told the front desk.
Okay, we will amend the master calendar so that we don't have any more mix-ups. Any other final comments or questions? Yes.
And the microphone, please.
Yes.
I want to thank everyone who came to the June birthday show yesterday. It was a full house, we were packed. But I want to remind, or for new people who don't know, that for safety purposes, the 3 aisles, 1, 2, 3, have to remain empty. Nothing should be in the aisles in case there's an emergency. Yesterday, there were 5 scooters / wheelchairs and 30 residents who were using a walker. So we have to keep the aisles empty. So the pack is arranged so that we have 3 walker rows. A walker row allows a resident to sit in the row with their walker during the event. It also allows additional space for scooters, wheelchairs, and etc.
What about right now?
Yeah, there isn't 3. I don't know what happens after they took the chairs off of the stage, because we had people performing on the stage and on the floor. They took away the walker row. There is a seating chart that's been there forever and ever. It stays the same for every event. It is not followed like it should be. But we're gonna need 3 walker rows, and maybe even more as we progress further. So, the other option is if you have a walker, you can sit in a chair, a regular chair, but during those events like the birthday show, we take the walkers away because we want to leave the aisles free and clear. The person will get their walker back at the end of the event. And so there are so many new people that may not know what a walker row is, what it's used for, and how important it is to keep the aisles free. The other thing is, the ushers, us that bring the walkers back to you, have another problem. There's no name on the walker, so you don't know who it belongs to. So I do have extra tags. If you want to put an address label on there and stick it on your walker, it helps us tremendously. And once or twice we've made mistakes and gave the wrong walker to the wrong person. That was a disaster, so it really helps to have your name on there. Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. Any other final comments or questions? Yes?
I'd like to know what the possibility would be of having electronic program schedule, our calendar available on our electronic iPhones and iPads and computers.
The possibility, so that question was, is there a possibility of having the calendar available electronically on our iPhones, devices? And I think maybe there's an answer from resident. You want the mic?
No.
Okay.
Front Porch right now is in the process of acquiring a communications program for all of the 16 consolidated communities in the Front Porch program. I am the Walnut Village representative for that working group, and every community has a resident representative that's been working and making suggestions for that. A group of staff members at Walnut Village headquarters have selected vendors that they have approached. We're down to the point now where they're ready to sign a contract. We have agreed to a non-disclosure agreement. I can't tell you the details that we have discussed because of that. But in the next few weeks or months, there will be a contract that will start the process of putting a communications program in each of the Walnut Village consolidated communities. And that is part of that. It's electronic from a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. You'll be able to put in work orders, you'll be able to get your menus, you'll be able to put in reservations at the dining facilities, and there will be other functions along with that that'll make it very, very user-friendly. And probably kiosks, if you don't have an electronic device at your personal apartment, that you can go to and access that. And of course, the big part of all of that will be implementation and training.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? No?
I'm curious about whether or not anybody's making notes of this, or do you have a wonderful memory? Is that what's...
Luckily, it's being videotaped. I was feverishly trying to write notes for Ethan and myself, and I got most of them, but we will play back the tape. Yep, thanks.
Someone asked if you can repeat what Doug said.
Oh, someone asked if I can repeat what Doug said. Yeah, it's going to be a summary though. So essentially, Front Porch is looking at a communication system that would incorporate activities calendars and menus and work orders and the work order system. And that is moving along pretty well. They are close to finalizing that, and then they'll start rolling it out to communities. I do believe they're going to start with maybe a few pilot communities first. And I don't know what communities pilot, so it's quite possible we'll hear information from the pilots that we'll be able to share with you all. So that's the very short summary of the information. Yes, BJ.
Will they still have the, same as before, because I don't use computers.
Yeah, so that question is, once we roll out this system, would they still have a kind of a standard system similar to what we use now for residents who are not interested in using computers? Yes, we'll find some way to communicate with those residents as well.
Craig, one of the
Yeah.
things to address BJ's concern for people who are visually impaired, they are working on maybe an Alexa type interface that will interface with this program. That was one of the features that was looked at. I can't tell you if this contract will have that feature in it, but that has been looked at and considered.
Okay, so there is some sort of a consideration for visually impaired residents as well. Yeah. Any last final comments? No? Okay, thank you all and have a wonderful weekend.